All right.
Introduction. Hello, my name is Josh Stone, and my presentation is going to be on the different faces of Miami. I have a presentation guide for you guys.
Well, thank you, Joshua.
All right. And let's get started. Okay. Throughout time in history, immigrants have been infatuated with the desire of living in a place where their freedom of speech and religion are respected, and they can enjoy free life of persecution and poverty. America till this day remains a nation of political freedom and endless opportunity for all cultural backgrounds. Cultural diversity in the United States is what makes this nation unique. Between the 1880s, the first wave of foreign immigrants flooded the streets of New York, coming from Italy, Germany, Ireland, Sweden, Scotland, and England. Initially, they would have to pass through Ellis Island, as you can see right here, a federal immigration station where newly arrived foreign immigrants would pass through long medical and legal inspections to determine if they were permitted into the United States. This is just a view of like a ship, them getting off the ship, their immigrant ship, and just pretty much it was a whole bunch of people piled onto the ship as much as possible. While many European immigrants entered the United States through New Jersey and New York, Caribbean and Spanish Americans entered the United States through the port in Miami. Yes, okay. Many of these refugees fled their country from political persecution against their leaders. After they arrived and were granted access to the United States, these immigrants established little neighborhoods and communities that resembled those of their native homelands. So a great majority of these immigrants came from Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, which is there somewhere, and then you also have the South American countries. Few came over from Europe, not very many though. Through the growth and expansion of Miami, due to the influx of Caribbean and Spanish-speaking natives is what makes Miami such a diverse and cultural city. These natives replicated their cultural customs, beliefs, languages, religious affiliations, arts, and lifestyles in Miami, which still thrive the city today. Preserving one's culture, especially in the aspects of Latin, South American, and Caribbean entities, is virtually important to the Miami residents. Miami is probably best known because of its stereotypes, which you'll see here. Films, television, and hard-boiled fiction generally portray its flamingo-colored city of outlaws. Every time we think of Miami, we like to think of crime as well. There's tons of crime in Miami, but you also think of the pinks, the fluorescent lights, the t-shirts, and the beaches, of course. Miami is a huge travel destination for tourists both inside and outside of the United States. Miami's attractions, such as its lovely warm weather, beaches, and diverse culture, are prominent features of the city. Southern Florida's tropical weather makes it an ideal place for vacationers. Unlike northern Florida, Miami's less intense humidity makes it a comfortable place for relaxation during the winter months. With the influx of Spanish-speaking natives to Miami, subtropical weather and the Caribbean influence have filled Greater Miami's calendar with a never-ending pageant of festivals and cultural events. This variety reflects the region's diversity: concerts, operas, ballets, flower shows, speedboat races, fishing tournaments, and marathons. Other numerous festivals which are important to the region are the celebrations involving music, film, culinary arts, and fashion. Fashion shows prestigious designers holding some of the biggest names in modeling and fashion are important to Miami. An international showcase of clothing known as Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, which is seen here, is a popular event that attracts thousands of international designers and fans. This event was founded to exhibit and display popular Latin fashion, beauty, art, music, and cuisine, and has brought art and design to the forefront of American culture. Most of the people that live in Miami are bilingual, speaking more than one language. It's important to note that 59% of all Miami residents, this was taken back in 2001 by the Census Bureau, use Spanish as their primary language of choice. This is, the United States is the second largest Spanish-speaking country in the world, right next to Mexico. And the number of Spanish-speaking people is rapidly increasing. Because of this, the dialect and the influence of the language it has in America is growing as well. Entertainment and nightlife seem to be popular amongst many visitors to the city. While most cities become a popular destination during the weekends, Miami, on the other hand, is popular every day of the year with exciting activities and events. The best time to see Miami is during the night, when all the hotels exhibit their fluorescent lights and exploit their exotic international flair of cultural attractions. Many celebrities, musicians, and models walk the streets of Miami just to enjoy their diverse nightlife and trendy clubs. While Miami is known for its party scene, it's also rich in education. There are countless residential areas that provide an exquisite display of schools and universities around the city. The successive influxes of the ethnic groups that characterize the metropolis today added a variety of cultural and ethnically themed museums, libraries, memorials found in very few other American cities. When the immigrants traveled to Miami, they typically liked to surround themselves with the same cultural group that they, I guess, are known for. So that's why you have like Little Haiti, which is a sub-community of, well, Haiti. Little Havana, which is a sub-community of Cuba, and that's pretty much all that I see here. But anyway, so no matter where they came from, all the ethnic groups would typically stay together. Ethnic neighborhoods offer immersion in Caribbean and Latin American culture. Monuments and cultural centers make Miami an ideal place for hands-on learning experiences for students and adults alike. The transitions are seldom obviously, for in Miami, the process of assimilation is one of blending. Little Havana, for example, has taken in a new generation of political refugees from Nicaragua. Assimilation pretty much just going from their home culture and kind of incorporating that into that of America. If there is one place you want to visit to observe art, Miami is the place to do it. The city of Miami is best at preserving the culture and arts of its Caribbean and Spanish counterparts. This helps to advance and diversify media and entertainment. As a direct reflection of this, Spanish architecture can virtually be seen throughout the city. Much more than just beaches and luxurious modern homes along the sandy coast of Miami, the Art Deco district of Miami of South Beach attracts millions of visitors to gaze at its colorful buildings. So if you've ever been down South Beach, pretty much all the hotels kind of look like this with Spanish influence. Okay, Spanish, Cuban, and European immigrants left their imprints of their culture on the city of Miami, replicating some of the styles of the old European world. A few prominent architectural focal points in the city that are important to mention would be the Vizcaya Museum, and Gardens. Okay, so this is the Vizcaya Museum and Gardens right here. The Spanish Monastery, which was built between 1133 and 1141 in Spain, and then reassembled here in the United States in 1954, and Coral Gables Venetian Pool right there. These district architectural styles of Spanish colonial descent help represent the diverse history and culture of the city. The city also attracts many different musicians, actors, dancers, singers, and styles. Oh, no, just kidding, go back. Okay. Singers, where'd it go? Oh, it's here, sorry. Or here. So, the city also attracts many different musicians, actors, dancers, singers, and styles of music. Along with this, Miami is notorious for having numerous performing arts schools and university. Music has been brought to the United States from Brazil, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Colombia, and the Caribbean. Popular musical artists from this region use the Caribbean influence. As you can see, like from Lopez to whatever that guy's name is.
Santana or something?
Huh?
Santana?
Yeah, Santana. I am having a
Did
brain
we
fight.
read Aloka, that guy?
Oh, well, Anthony Martin, yeah.
Okay.
He is on the tip of my tongue right now, and I can't think of it. Pitbull. Pitbull. He's always talking about the 305, which is Miami. 305 Miami. That's the area code. There's a huge impact of Hispanic and Caribbean. Hispanic and Cuban culture on American cuisine. If you have ever traveled down Lincoln Road or Ocean Drive, you can see it prevalent in most restaurants and cafes. There are also countless foods we eat each day that have Hispanic influence, such as salsa, guacamole, chilies, football tailgating food, and bean dip. Hispanic influence has also made its appearance in mixed alcohol beverages, and some of the fruit we consume each day, such as pineapple, mangoes, and kiwi. All right. In conclusion, Miami is probably one of the most culturally diversified cities in the United States. With its continuous exodus of Cubans to this region and other Caribbean immigrants from their native homeland to southern Florida, Miami would not be what it is today. These immigrants have brought with them the customs, beliefs, religious affiliations, and languages that have transformed the city unlike any other racial group in history. Cuban influences in art, literature, history, cuisine, and music provide the city with a unique replication of their own nation. Without these influences in Miami, or the influences brought over from the European immigrants to the northern United States would not be a nation founded by culturally diversified backgrounds, ones in which make this nation unique and socially acceptable for all nations. Any questions?
No, I think you covered it really well, Joshua.
Thank you for being an excellent
Thank
audience.
you. Yay.
Say bye.